My name is Shruti and I'll be your host for today. Pooja, can you tell us a little bit about you and Anthill?
Sure. Hi, everyone. My name is Pooja. I am the founder of this organization called as Anthill Creations. We do fun things. We build playgrounds for children using scrap tires and waste material, and we also design and build indoor games for children. So basically, bringing fun and play in the life of children.
Awesome. Sounds really cool. Sachin?
So guys, I'm Sachin. I'm one of the co-founders of Q-Shala. So Q-Shala is a curiosity learning platform where we use questions, stories, and activities to instill and hone curiosity and life skills in children. That's what we do. Like how I think Anthill uses fun stuff and goodies like that, we use questions and stories to kind of instill curiosity and, of course, fun for them as well.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. So let's see how Anthill and Q-Shala come together today and battle it out with some, I promise, really easy questions. Okay. So I'm going to ask you a question, and if you know the answer, just write it down quickly. You have 10 seconds and you'll have to show it up in front of the camera.
Got it.
Okay. So your first question is, what was your favorite game as a child? Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so I see Sachin's is Uno and Pooja's is hopscotch. Okay, so awesome, Pooja. So can you tell us a little bit more about why you chose hopscotch and a little more about Anthill and what you do in Anthill?
Sure. So I just wrote the first game that came to my mind, honestly. I mean, we've played like cricket and all of other things as well, but I think most of my childhood I've spent in a hill station. I used to live in Almora, and I think hopscotch is a game for which you don't need anything. You can just make it anywhere on the ground. It involves so much fun, right? Like we used to have tournaments around hopscotch in our colony or whatever you call that, the bunch of kids that we were. So yeah, I think that's what came to my mind. Until we basically are trying to bring these games back, and when we sort of design a hopscotch, or paint a hopscotch in a school, we see how parents come and tell their children, and most of the children these days don't even know what hopscotch is. And we saw that I saw that adults were playing and they were telling their children, and I could see that place becoming like a place where children and parents could connect. So, yeah.
I think that's absolutely right. And Sachin, don't you think that's how it is during the family quiz as well? It's just a place where kids and parents can come together, and even though it's online, we see that there's like so much bonding happening. So do you want to
very much. Yeah, I think to add to your point, Shruti, I think it's actually not just kids and parents, but it's also sometimes been grandparents as well. So it's very cool to see 3 generations of families sitting together on a Sunday morning or a Sunday afternoon and participating in these Q-Shala family quizzes that we do. The idea really is just how can you spend your Sunday a little more in a fun and entertaining manner, especially in this time when most of us are cooped up at home and really can't enjoy the outdoors like we might have possibly done, say, a couple of months ago. So that's really the thinking behind it. And I must add, I mentioned Uno for 2 reasons. One is because it's the smallest word and I thought I'll answer it quicker than you. And second is, I remember playing Uno a lot with my cousins, especially on these train journeys. I don't know if you had those experiences. When you'd sit in a train, you'd take a bedsheet and you'd be on either side of the compartment and you'd have the bedsheet which was your table, and then you'd play Uno. That's my memory of this. And it also helped that it is a small word, so I thought I'll write it quicker.
Yeah, actually, I mean, you're right. So Uno is it's a lot of fun, and I think there's always one cousin who's just trying to beat you and trying to convince you that there's like you can put 5 cards at once, and that's totally the rule, and it's okay.
Yeah. Right? I think I was that cousin in my set of cousins.
Okay, so coming to our second question for today, which game are you most competitive about, or most competitive? Wow, okay, so Pooja's already done it first. Catan.
Catan.
Catan, okay. And
Ooh.
Oh, okay. Wow. So, can you guys tell me a little bit more about that?
So, Catan is a game which I like started playing after I moved to Bangalore, and I was not a big fan of board games. I was like, you should like play outdoors, right? You should go out. But then when I played Catan, it involved a lot of strategy, and like even one wrong move could, do make you lose the game. So I had some beginner's luck when I played this, and I got addicted to the game and have been playing since then. I think the fun is not just winning or losing, right? Like that entire experience of just being with your friends. So yeah, I don't play poker, but I've seen people being super competitive about it. So that's it.
So Pooja, how long have you been playing Catan?
Been 5 years.
Oh, okay. So you must be pretty competitive, I would assume. Poker for me is more of a recent discovery. There used to be friends who used to play it in college, but there was mostly a way to kill time. But off late, just in terms of understanding that poker is not just purely fun, but there's also a lot of strategy that goes behind in terms of bluffing or not bluffing or playing with your cards the way they kind of. So it's a good measure of luck and strategy together. And it gets competitive because there's money involved. I mean, not that we play high stakes or whatever. It's just imaginary money that you play with, but just the fact that you're playing with money, I think that makes it a little more fun and competitive. But again, it's a very recent discovery for me. My friends have also somewhat at the same time gotten into it as well. So maybe I would say under a year or so, I've been kind of tinkering with poker.
Nice. So I think one point that I caught, which was really interesting, that Pooja was saying that it's not more about winning. It's more about like the fun that you have when you're playing with your friends and things. And I see this a lot in our classes, especially like during the sessions. Every time we have like a fun 5-minute competition, these kids are more involved in like, okay, how do we do this? And they have more fun when it comes to the actual prize. And okay, that was going to come like anyway. But I think that's really important, especially with children in competition, right? So it's an either or round. So I'm going to ask, I'll give you names of 2 games and you have to tell me which one you're going to pick. So it's a very quick round. So the first one, so I'm going to ask for Pooja first and then Sachin. So Pooja, hide and seek or cricket?
Cricket.
Okay, swings or slide?
Swings.
Okay, so Sachin's turn. Merry-go-round or hopscotch?
Hopscotch.
Okay. Running or catching or snakes and ladders?
Snakes and ladders.
Okay. So a more board game person. Okay, great. So now this is the final question, so bonus question. So it's almost Christmas, and so this has to be a Christmas question, right? So listen carefully and just say buzz if you know the answer. The Santa Claus character was popularized in the modern world by depicting him in which company's Christmas advertisement in the 1930s. So here's a little bonus clue for it. The colors of Santa were chosen as red and white because they were the colors of this company's brand identity. So which brand do you think it is? Sachin was like slowly buzzing. He's like, I
have no idea.
Yeah, Sachin, do you want to take a guess?
I mean, I think Pooja, you should take a guess anyway. Yeah, I think take a guess and I'll go after. So think about a company that has the exact colors of Santa's clothing.
Red and white. Coca-Cola?
Yes, absolutely. So
What?
Great job. So yeah, well, is that going to be your guess, Sachin?
So I knew this. So the funny story behind this, I'll just kind of build on what Shruti said. Is so there was this advertising campaign that Coca-Cola was trying to put together during the Christmas season. This was at least a couple of decades ago. And so at that time, they actually put out Santa in the colors of the Coca-Cola branding that you have in red and white. And people to this day use that interpretation of Santa, right? And many people don't know that the red and white isn't something that Santa wore back in the day, but it's just more of marketing and branding, really, that's at play. And yeah, so points to Pooja. I'll also take some points also, I think.
Yeah. So, I think it is really interesting how one perception can change almost the whole world's perception of such a popular character, right? So
Yeah.
so that's it from my end. Those are the questions. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And so for those of you who are watching this video, if you like these questions and if you want some more really interesting ones, and they're coming your way on the 27th of December, this Sunday. So join us in collaboration with Anthill, and don't miss the Q-Shala Family Quiz, and register using the link in the video. So thanks guys, and I'll see you soon.
Okay, thank you so much.